Right, so ethical means being in accordance with the rules, or standards for the right conduct or practice, especially the standards of a profession. Legal means keeping within the rules of, for example, not taking performance enhancing drugs to win a game, or not trying to hurt someone tackling football. The 4 C's are conduct, professional conduct. So if you are messing around, that's not very professional. Consent, asking people if it's okay to work them hard. And confidentiality, so not telling other people results. So if you're personal training, you get someone's results and you publish them even though they've asked you not to, that's like against confidentiality. Competence, how able you are or experienced you are at doing something. For example, blood testing. The consequences of not following these things are you lose accreditation, you could lose your job, you could get sued, you get fined, and in severe cases you could go to jail. So, and you also lose your base's membership, which is very bad, you know. Right, so my first scenario is overworking. Because if you're a participant in this coaching session and your coach just keeps on working it is unethical because you have a right to stop. So if you want to stop, you should be able to stop rather than your coach just forcing like more effort upon you. That is unethical. Yeah, that's unethical because you do have a right to stop. The next scenario is performance enhancing drugs. Not only is it frowned upon in society, but it is illegal in most sports. But it's also unethical because if your coach gives you performance enhancing drugs and that you don't want to take and you take them, which is aiding you to win win a game, that is like third scenario is punishments, which is unethical towards younger age groups. So for example, if you're like under 8s and you miss a free throw in basketball, like in a match, then the next day at training your coach might take you aside and make you do 10 push-ups or something. But as you're under 8, you're quite young, this could like lead on to bigger risk of injury as you're growing up. As you're still growing at that age, it's more dangerous towards that age group. However, if you're older, like under 15s, it sort of motivates you, could motivate you to do better. Like, so you try a bit harder in training to make the free throw in a game, but it still could like lead to bigger risk of injury as your bones are still growing. So my fourth scenario is anonymous names. This breaks the Data Protection Act and is frowned upon and is unethical towards the performer. As if the performer doesn't want you to share their results or something they've done in their training and you go out and share it to the world, that is, oh, it's bad. And that breaks your confidentiality with the performer, so that is illegal in theory. So, yeah. The final scenario is PNF stretching. This could lead to overexertion in joints, ligaments, and it could lead to longer lasting damage. It's caused when coaches make their participants such as gymnasts overstretch so they're more flexible. But if you start from a young age with PNF stretching, it could really damage your bones and everything really, and it's unethical because the coach is making the performer stretch their muscles to a point where so they're more flexible.